Hey everybody, Holly B here from Pampered Chef. I just wanted to share this real simple and easy beef and broccoli recipe. And if you're like me and prepped your meat, you should have some bags of that in the freezer. So we're going to get started with this. What you're going to do is freeze your meat at least 30 minutes if it's fresh, so that you can slice it super thin like that. It makes it very easy to do. If not, just thaw it out most of the way so it's manageable. And then you're going to put it in a plastic zippy bag. And this doesn't happen while, of course, your kitten is going to be monitoring your kitchen. And then add your cornstarch. I would say maybe 1/4 of a cup. I just eyeball it. And then what you're going to do is seal your bag, coat and shake until everything is well distributed. And that'll take a couple of seconds, but it's so worth it. Let it sit a minute. Wash your rice three times, and then put it on ready to go. Hot pan, put your meat mixture in there that's coated with the cornstarch, and take your Pampered Chef little tongs and distribute that through the pan. And when it's golden brown, you're going to take it out and put it on a plate. Then add your frozen broccoli that's partially thawed, if not all the way, which would be much better if it was, because then all you have to do is heat it up and stir it around just to warm it up, because this was still partially a little bit frozen. And I just let it sit for a bit to warm up. And then my next thing is I'm going to grab a knob of my ginger, which I have plenty of in the freezer. And I scraped it with a spoon to get the peel off, or skin, and put it on a microplane. And I did enough, I think, to have at least maybe a teaspoon. Now you can up the game on how much ginger you want, but it's kind of like garlic. The more you add, the more heat you're going to create. But, you know, over time, you'll figure out what's best for you. So I figured about, say, a teaspoon was perfect. And then you just wipe it off and put it in. And I think I grated some more. By looking at it, it didn't seem like quite enough for me. But if you see that beautiful beef in the background, nice and brown and waiting to go, and then what I'm going to do next is start adding all the yummies. So this is 1/2 cup of water, 1/2 cup of soy. Your choice if you want it light or regular. And sesame seed oil. I like to put, I'm going to say like a tablespoon, maybe even more, because it has a really incredible flavor. Does tend to overpower if you add too much, so be careful. And I prep my garlic, so I don't have it sitting in my pantry wasting away and becoming petrified. So I just freeze it as I go and put it in a Ziploc bag into the freezer and use as I need it. Then you add 1/2 cup of brown sugar. If you don't know how to make brown sugar, certainly ask me, but of course it's very easily available in your grocery store. In our Pampered Chef Asian blend, in our measuring spoons, there's 2 sizes, and they go teaspoon, 1/2 quarter, so forth. And it's super handy. Give that a good stir. Then simmer it for a little bit until it reduces slightly, not too much where it's not watery, but not, you know, super thick, but just enough to blend the seasonings. And I did put scallion in there as well. Plate it up, add your beautiful rice, and there you go. Happy eating.